that I am a professional talker, not a professional singer. Okay? That's caveat one. I can tell who knows me in the audience because they're the people laughing. So I am a happy graduate of the program, class of 2003. It is something Sarah Sloan and I share. Can you imagine both of us in graduate school here at the same time? And they keep us. It's so scary. Anyway, this show has been around for a long time. It used to be called The Fall Follies, and it used to happen in October, for those of you who may be newer. And every year, I'm like, I should sign up. I should sing some camp songs. I had brown hair. So this year, I was like, okay, got white hair. I don't care. I'm going to sing some camp songs. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always getting wrinkles. A baby prune is like his dad, but he ain't wrinkled half as bad. Now you have wrinkles on your face, but Pruny has them every place. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always getting stewed. A little seed inside the pruny. Is it night or is it noonie? What's your name? What you doing? Little seed inside the pruny. Yes. So, I learned it when I was 8 years old at Cedars Camp in Lebanon, Missouri, where a bunch of Christian Zionist kids hung out together for a couple of weeks, fought off mosquitoes. I have a whole nother set of those. That's what I thought I was going to do tonight. And then the world became what it is. And I decided I have a microphone. I've got people held captive by small bites of food and wine. And I'm going to take the opportunity to share a little bit of a story and then sing a song that means a lot to me. So part of my journey to get here, I appreciate that the poem opened this door for this topic, is that, so I won't tell you my whole life story, but there are a couple of important points, so just bear with me, don't be worried. I'm not going to start in 1961 when I was born in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh no. So I came out as a lesbian in 1984, working for the international headquarters of my church, where I had signed a piece of paper saying that if I was a homosexual, I would be fired. And I fell in love with a coworker. It's not a good strategy for coming out. I don't highly recommend it. Fast forward a decade. So my mom said these two beautiful things to me. So Christian Scientists don't drink caffeine. So the first thing she said to me is, Shane, I would rather that you drank tea and coffee than were a lesbian. I'm like, I don't think that's the trade. I don't know. And she also said, you know, Shane, I'm so sorry you had so much potential. And I was like, my brain didn't fall out of my head. I just gathered some information about myself. So over the next decade, she and I had a lot of conversations. She came a long way to be more accepting. And then I came out around my gender identity in 1994. At the time, we didn't have any of the fun language we have now, so I talked about being somebody who lived in the gender gray. It sounds drab, but it's really fabulous. Spunky gray. And I had to go through a whole nother set of nonsense with my parents. So I was feeling comfortable and confident and proud of who I was. I felt comfortable in my skin for the first time, right? I was wearing long ties at that point. I didn't think I could rock a bow tie. Found out I can. And so I was feeling good, and then I would talk to my family, or I might talk to some other people, or I'd run into some kind of shenanigans in a bathroom, and I would feel really bad about myself. And my mental health got really bad. It was a struggle to want to get out of bed every day. And fortunately, I had this amazing therapist who, in hindsight, I realized was a social worker. Who knows what all of the alphabet soup is behind our names, right? We pay a lot of money to learn what that alphabet soup is, but before social work, I didn't know. And she found me an inpatient facility in 1996 in Tampa, Florida. I was living in Ithaca, New York at the time. Private hospital that had an LGBT ward, which is pretty amazing in the 90s. And so I went. And before then, this is where the song comes in. I feel like Linus, this is like my security blanket. Anybody that tries to snatch it, you're in so much trouble. Plus, I need the words. So there was a lot of gay and lesbian music at that time. And I'm just going to say gay and lesbian because, Holly and you're bisexual. So there was an a cappella men's group called the Flirtations. I looked them up quickly on my phone to find out the years, and so they sang from 1988 to 1997. And they're who I learned this song from. So when I was in the inpatient, so I've been listening to it a lot when I was going through a hard time. So when I got to the inpatient hospital, I called my partner at the time and said, hey, can you make copies of the lyrics of Everything Possible and send them to me? And much like I'm going to do today, only you're a lot more people than were in that psych ward. You'll be happy to know, maybe. There were like 6 of us. I sang this song as part of my music therapy. And then I had the good fortune to run a peer facilitation program called Peers for Pride at UT out of the Gender and Sexuality Center. Rest in peace. And at the end of the semester, some years I would play the Flirtations version of the song, and some years I would get brave and sing the song. So I'm singing it here today. I don't know how many words are in this song that are not to be spoken.
Yeah.
They didn't say we couldn't sing them. I tell my students this all the time. There's students in the room, you'll be like, we know where your insurance card is. I always say that if I'm struck by lightning in the classroom, I teach social justice, that my insurance card is in my back wallet. So if I pass out from stage fright or get struck by lightning. Okay, here we go. Enough procrastinating. We have cleared off the table, the leftovers saved, washed the dishes and put them away. I have told you a story and tucked you in tight at the end of your knockabout day. As the moon sets its sail to carry you to sleep over the midnight sea, I will sing you a song no one sang to me. May it keep you good company. You can be anybody that you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself, you can gather friends around, you can choose one special one, and the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're gone. There are girls grow up strong and bold, their boys quiet and kind. Some race on ahead, some follow behind, some go in their own way and time. Some women love women and some men love men. No lightning. Some rape children and some never do. You can dream all the day, never reaching the end of everything possible for you. Don't be rattled by names, by taunts, by games, but seek out spirits true. If you give your friends the best part of yourself, they will give the same back to you. You can be anybody that you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself, you can gather friends around, you can choose one special one. And the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're gone. Thank you.
Amen.